Welcome to our webinar about local live tours in Thailand. In Thailand, we created 10 local live tours. 4 in Bangkok, 3 in Chiang Mai, 2 in Phuket, and 1 in Samui. Why in these destinations? These 4 destinations are the most popular tourist destinations in Thailand. So most of our guests will visit Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Phuket, or either Samui, or a combination of these 4 tour destinations. So we have created local live tours in all these places. So each of our guests can experience one or more local live tours. What is a local live tour? It's a small group tour that connects travelers with local communities. Small group tour means join in with maximum 8 packs. It has a low impact on the environment because we use mainly local transport like tuk-tuks, samlors, boats, even bicycles, and some walking tours. We do support local services and businesses. So instead of having a lunch at a mainstream restaurant for tourists, we try to eat local snacks or some snacks at local places, and the money goes straight into the pocket of the local people. It provides authentic experiences. It focuses on the day-to-day life, no tourist setups. It's not a highlight or classic city tour. It's something more unique off the beaten track in neighborhoods that tourists not easily walk by themselves. That makes these tours perfect for repeater guests. So guests who have been to Thailand before and saw the Grand Palace, saw Deutsche Tepp in Chiang Mai, or normally hang around the beaches in Phuket or Samui, can experience something more different, more unique, what they have not done before. It's also a great tour for clients who do come for the first time, do go to the Grand Palace, but also like to do half day or evening something more authentic, more unique. The tours do take the senses like smell, sounds, and taste. Our local live tours focus a lot on the food, life away from tourists, local villages, and communities. All our local live tours are Buffalo Tours operated with our own guides. One of the most popular local live tours at the moment is the Street Eats by Tuk Tuk. The Street Eats by Tuk Tuk operates 4 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. The meeting point is BTS Siam. Our guide will wait for the clients at the BTS stop, so for many different hotels in the city they can take a BTS or public transport and come to this station. The guide will wait for them in the buffalo polo, so easy to recognize. And from there, the clients will continue the tour to the old city center by tuk-tuk. Tuk-tuk is one of the most fun way to explore the city. It's exciting, it's typical Thai, it's Thai culture. Most tourists don't dare to take a tuk-tuk by themselves because they hear the stories of the scams of going to jewelry shops and tailor shops for commission. But with the help of our guide, they can have a great tour in the evening. This tour focuses mainly on food. Thailand is famous for having street stalls everywhere, local shops everywhere with food. Sometimes people say half of the Thai people are eating and the other half of the Thai people are selling food. But not every tourist know the different dishes and dare to try street food because they're not sure if it's safe or not. Our guides know the right places, they know the popular stalls, and they know where to order this food. So it's a great introduction for our tourists to local street food. By tuk-tuk you drive around the old quarter of the city and you will see some of the highlights in the evening and light it. So in the daytime it's very busy, but in the evening it's peaceful and quiet and it's a great picture moment. We build up our tours, our street eats in the evening as a special order. So we start with appetizer, then we will have a main dish, and we finish in the evening with dessert. So by the end of the evening, clients are full and it's a substitute for their dinner. We go to different neighborhoods for food. So one small soy is famous for street snacks, like little skewers or some fish cakes. So at each of these local stops, client can try and taste a little bit food. So they get small pieces. If they like it, it's great. If they don't like, it's a great experience. Then we go to the old fruit market in Bangkok, one of the biggest fruit markets at night, where clients can try different kind of fruits. They can even smell the durian. It's a terrible smell, but it's part of the experience. Then they go by tuk-tuk to the first stop, where they have roti. It's a 100-year-old shop. It is very famous with Thai people. You would sit outside on plastic chairs and you see a beautiful fort at night, part of the old city. Then you will continue further and have your main dish. Pad Thai is noodle. It's one of the famous dishes for tourists. But the shop that we stop is also famous with local people. Sometimes there's a lineup of 10-20 minutes with local people lining up to order the food. The lining up is part of the experience. To be at this shop, to be at the most famous pad thai shop, the most delicious pad thai in Bangkok, is an experience. After the pad thai, we continue to the Wat Po. The Wat Po is a famous temple with the reclining Buddha, but not many tourists know that at night you can also enter and you can feel and see the beautiful stupas by night, and there are hardly any other tourists. Then we will have a relaxing drink at the riverside. Clients can order beer or soft drink, chat together, discuss the holiday, talk about their experiences, and see the Wat Arun on the distance. After their refreshment, they will continue and will drive to the flower and vegetable market, where we will surprise them with trying some bugs and some grasshoppers as a snack. And then we will drive further and we will end the evening with some sticky rice and mango, one of the most famous desserts in Bangkok. After the tour, the tuk-tuks will drive back to the city center, where they can drop off clients at their hotel, and if their hotel is too far away, they drop them at the starting point of the tour. This is of course the most popular mode of transport, a tuk-tuk. Some of the local shops at night, cooking food, all the smells. Another local life tour in Bangkok is the Desert Island by bike. This is a full day tour. This tour operates Tuesday and Thursdays and Saturdays and Sundays. We separate this tour by weekday and weekends. The reason is that at the weekday it's a very peaceful small island in the Chao Phraya River with not many people, but in the weekends they have a busy temple market where the Thai people from the city also come and enjoy a market atmosphere, and it's very lively and busy. So in the weekday it's peaceful and quiet, in the weekend it's busy and very cultural experience to be at the island together with Thai people. Koh Kret Island is actually only half an hour away from the city center, but not many tourists who know Bangkok have been to this island in the Chao Phraya River. So we will meet the clients in the morning at 8 o'clock at BTS Taksin. That's the meeting point. And from there we take a local taxi boat, the local ferry, all the way out of Bangkok. So clients will enjoy for about 1 hour the city views. They will pass the temples, they pass the Grand Palace and go out of the city center to the north to one of the local islands in the river. In Nonthaburi, we will get off the boat and continue further by local Songthaews. Songthaews is a public small open taxi bus, fit around 4 or 5 people, and we will continue to the boat pier. At the boat pier, It's a local temple. We will cross the river and we will enter Kokret Island. Kokret Island is an oasis of green and relaxing local community. It's a Mon village. Mon is one of the tribes from the past with their own traditions and own language. They integrated very well into the Thai society, but there are still some sites that remembers us that they are Mon people. At the island, there's a nice track for bicycling. So we can bicycling for about 1 hour around the island, quite peaceful, simple local bicycles. And we will take a boat to go around the island and experience some of the sites that are local, and we explore the communities. The highlight on this day is that we actually visit some dessert making shop. In the weekday we will visit a traditional house where clients can make their own desserts. This island is famous for special desserts made by egg and coconut, and the clients will actually make the desserts with their own hands and after that enjoy to eat it. And we will see the traditional pottery villages that this island is famous for. This is the entering the island by boat. This is the pottery that the island is famous for, and clients will actually have an opportunity to try and make the pottery by themselves. So they can get their hands dirty, they can make some pottery by pottery master. Unfortunately, they cannot bring the pottery home because it's a day tour and it takes time to dry, but at least they can try it and experience it. This is the desserts that clients help to make. As it is a full day tour, this tour is not suitable for everybody. It's quite a long day. It's a lot of different modes of transport and there's bicycle involved. Bangkok can be hot, so we recommend this tour for people who are relatively fit and enjoying a whole day out and be active themselves with bicycling. We return to Bangkok by public bus. So this day is a great combination of different mode of transport, visiting an island in the river that not many tourists know about, and try different kind of snacks. Our next local live tour is Bhangra Cultural Fully Walk. We operate this tour on Thursday, Friday and Saturday. It starts at 8:30 in the morning and finish at 12:30. It's a half day tour. The meeting point again is BTS Sapin Taksin, so we meet at the BTS station. Bang Rak is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Bangkok. It is actually a melting pot of different cultures because 100 years ago the Chinese immigrants, Muslim immigrants and European immigrants settled down in this part of Bangkok. So the combination of Muslim communities, Chinese communities, some European influences and Thai culture makes this neighborhood really an authentic cultural experience. Because that time the immigrants arrived, they also have many different kind of food shops. So we will try, for example, Thai rice with duck. It's Chinese food, but this duck shop is very famous. It's 100 years old and it's still very popular with the locals. So the clients experience some piece of duck and they can say they have been there. We also will serve some drinks on the way because this is a walking tour. So we will walk for about 2.5 kilometer, 2 to 3 kilometer, and we will make some different stops. So on the way we also serve some different kind of drinks. So we serve some local herb drinks and the guide will explain what these herb drinks are good for. We will also serve some Thai milky tea and some other drinks on the way. We will visit the wet market in the morning. So it's one of the traditional old style markets in the center of Bangkok where clients can also try some special fishmawn soup, and the guide will explain what fishmawn is. And then they will continue walking. We will also walk in the back alleys. Thai call it soi. So clients who experience Bangkok by themselves mainly stay on the main roads. But our guide will walk with them in the small alleys, the backside of the local neighborhoods. One of the highlights is an old cinema that until recently still showed movies for the local people. But because of the competition by the mega cineplexes, this cinema unfortunately closed, but the guide can link it to really nice childhood stories. Because it's a mix of different cultures, we will also try different kind of snacks. So we will try some Muslim food, we try some Chinese food, and we try some Thai food. We will visit family-run restaurants with recipes that are 100 years old, and we will visit local markets. Part of this tour is a local museum where clients will get some feel about the history and a Thai house. This is an old traditional Thai wooden house in the King Rama V style. The family who owns it opened it up and there's a museum. So this is part of our walking tour. And we will finish the tour at one of the beautiful Hindu temples in Bangkok. So it's a mix of different religions, cultures, and neighborhoods. It's a mix of different kind of temples and historical buildings. Some historical buildings are beautiful, renovated and turned into shopping malls, and other historical buildings are used by the local firemen as a fire station and desperately need a renovation. So it's a great mix of old and new. Another great local life tour in Bangkok is the half-day Taste of Chinatown. The name says already, we focus on this tour a lot on the food. And of course, Chinatown is a community itself in the middle of Bangkok. We will pick up the clients from the hotel because a meeting point in this area of Bangkok is quite hard to find. So we pick up the clients by van at the hotel and bring them to the heart of Chinatown. At Chinatown, we will visit Wat Tramit, one of the most beautiful solid gold Buddha statues in a Chinese temple. We will see the Chinese Heritage Museum, so that explains well why there is such a big Chinese community in the city of Bangkok. And we will of course walk along this neighborhood. It's a walking tour, so the walking distance is about 2.5 kilometers. We hope that clients don't eat too much because they will have enough snacks on the way to fill their stomach. One of the snacks is a traditional Chinese breakfast, like porridge rice. We will serve very small portions. This is not a lunch or breakfast, but we want to let the client try different kind of snacks that link to Chinese culture. So we will let them try, for example, mooncakes or Chinese herb drinks, roasted chestnuts on the way. So the clients will visit Chinese temples. The guide will explain about Chinese culture and traditions. One of the stops that we make is of course a traditional Chinese medicine shop where the guide will explain about traditional Chinese medicine. And one of the shops that we pass by is the wedding shop. Chinese people and marrying has a quite specific tradition and culture, so the guide can tell you a lot of stories about this. And we will do some tea tasting. Chinese are famous for tea, so we will sit down at a traditional tea shop. A maximum of 8 people is great for this tour because as we will witness the Chinese people and seeing their day-to-day activities, it's not really possible to come with big groups. So we will go with small groups, maximum 8, and have local tea, and we will explore local neighborhoods and temples. These are some of the sights that the people can see on the way. These 2 Chinese men have their breakfast in the morning. These are some of the shops that we will pass, and the guide will explain what all these candles and paper is for. and some of the Chinese herb drinks that clients will get on the way because walking makes thirsty. Then we go to Chiang Mai. In Chiang Mai, we will have our new Lana bike and boat tour. This is a great combination of biking and going by boat. We will go out of Chiang Mai by local transport, and we call that the Songtao. It's an open pickup truck, and we will also bicycling to the ruins of Wat Pheu Ka. So we will bicycle for about 2 kilometers in one of the old areas outside Chiang Mai. Then we will take the local Songtao to the river, where the guide will explain a little bit about river life, and we can feeding some fish. And then we take a local wooden boat and go along the Ping River for about 40 minutes. And then we will reach a local Thai house, a local farmer settlement, where clients will have their lunch and they will eat khao soi. Khao soi is a typical dish from north of Thailand, so it's signature dish, Lana food. And some of the guests who joined this trip and who've been to Thailand before said it was the best khao soi they ever had in Thailand. So this tour goes out of Chiang Mai and explore the countryside by bicycle and by boat. It's a great tour for people who have seen the highlights in Chiang Mai. These are some of the sites on the way. The Thai house. Another Chiang Mai new local life tour is the Chiang Mai Street Eats. This tour explore the street stalls in the old quarter of Chiang Mai, mainly by walking. So we will pick up the clients at the hotel. Tour start at 7 o'clock, and then we will stop at 2 different night markets where clients will try some unique special food. We will serve them some fruit shakes, some noodles with fish bowl, coconut desserts. It's also a great opportunity to walk along some of the older temples in the old quarter by night. They are beautiful and lighted. After some of the snacks, we go on a local Songtao, a local open pickup, and we drive to one of the bars along the Ping River. This is some of the food that clients will see on the way, some of the desserts that they can try. And this is the bus bar. Bus bar is a traditional, very trendy student style local bar near the river where clients can enjoy a beer or a soft drink before they're going back to the hotel. So we think this way is a great ending of a street eats in Chiang Mai. Another great tour in Chiang Mai is the Chiang Mai Rickshaw Explorer. Rickshaw is one of the old-fashioned tradition modes of transport, and it's still used in Chiang Mai, and it's a great opportunity for tourists to explore the old quarter in a relaxing, low footprint way. They don't have to bicycle themselves. We have our bicycle guides who go around with the clients in the old quarter. One of the highlights of this tour is to make a stop at a local restaurant that is run and organized by the women prisoners of Chiang Mai. The next door prison houses a lot of women who were convicted for small crimes, and one of the projects of this prison is to teach and let the women prisoners experience some job like opening a restaurant, doing some massage, and that we will stop at this restaurant to support them. These women will be trained to get back into society. So this is a great way to help them getting confidence, getting the knowledge of and learn how it is to earn a living by working before they were released from the prison. We will also visit some local handicraft brass ornament making at the temple. This is really hands-on. Clients can join in if they want, and try it by themselves. But this local community in Chiang Mai is famous for bronze, brass ornament making for temples. They not only make it for the temples in Chiang Mai, but they're quite good at it, so they also export to other cities in Thailand and even to other countries where they decorate Buddhist religious statues and temples. After this rickshaw ride, we go to the local market, one of the oldest and biggest local markets in Chiang Mai, where the guide can explain everything about the trade and clients can also try some of the snacks and fruits. This is the local restaurant run by the women prisoners. This is the brass making in Chiang Mai. Some of the temples that people will see on the way. Then we go to Phuket. In Phuket we developed the Phuket Heritage Walk. The Phuket Heritage Walk operates 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays from 9 to 1 o'clock. It's also a half-day tour. The walking distance is 2.5 kilometers and we will walk in the old Sino-Portuguese quarter of Phuket. We will pick up the clients by minivan from the different hotels at the beaches and drive them to this center in Phuket. This area of Phuket is beautifully renovated. There are a lot of Sino-Portuguese architecture, old houses in different colors, and they maintain them very well. A lot of these traditional houses are converted into cafes, tea shops, galleries and small restaurants and bakeries. So it's a beautiful area to walk around and not many people are aware that the old city of Phuket does have these kind of buildings. The guide will tell them a lot about the story of Phuket town and how in the past the Portuguese and Chinese people came to Phuket and do business. We will visit an old Phuket house, a Sino-Portuguese mansion. We will visit the old post office. We will see how they make traditional Malay tea. It's tea from the south of Thailand, milky tea that is prepared in a very traditional way. Our clients can even join in if they want and try to make it that way by themselves. It's quite a funny experiences. One of the surprise and delight factors that we implemented in this tour is that we at the old post office, it's a very traditional old style post office, we give clients a postcard. And these postcards with a buffalo picture, we can let the clients write down an old-fashioned holiday greeting and send back the postcard in the post office in the old post box to their family and friends overseas. In these days, all this Facebook and social media, we felt it's fun to go back to the traditional way of sending an old-fashioned postcard. At the end of the tour, we will have a small lunch, a traditional Phuket lunch, and after that we go back by traditional blue buses, traditional transport, back to the beach area. These are some of the traditional buildings, the lunch, and the museum we visit in this old city of Phuket. Another great tour is Phuket Street Eats. It starts at 7 in the evening, pick up from the hotel, and operates on Tuesday, Thursdays and Sundays. Most people in Phuket stay at the beach area, so we will bring the people who book the Street Eats tour back to the old quarter, and we will experience some of the local traditional shops that the Thai people go for eating. We will start at a beautiful hilltop view restaurant at night where we'll eat some appetizers. Then we go down and we walk along in the old city where we will visit some of the night markets. Then the clients actually have a chance to try some Thai dessert and make it themselves. So they can join in with the street vendor and help to make it. And after that, after their stomach is full, we will walk along some of the old Sino-Portuguese buildings who at night are beautiful and lighted. And then we will bring back the clients to the city center. To the beaches. This tour operates in the same area as the Phuket Heritage Walk, but the Phuket Heritage Walk is a half-day tour in the morning, and this is an evening tour focusing on food. So this is a substitute for their dinner. We believe that a lot of clients actually do day tours out on the sea or enjoy the beaches at the day, so they can explore Phuket town in the evening. It's one of the other options. These are some of the shops, the appetizer, and some of the sites that clients will see along the way. And the last tour in our local life range in Thailand is the Samui Street Eats. This tour will explore some of the night markets and the different beach bars of Samui. We will start the tour at one of the beach bars on one of the smaller local beaches in Samui, where we will have a cocktail and people can enjoy the sunset. After they finish their cocktail, we will go to one of the night markets that Samui have, and we will try and walk around to see different snacks and street food. Each night we can serve clients different food up to their taste, up to the guide, and up to the availability of the street snacks. After we walk along some of the night markets, we will go to one of the other beach bars where we will finish the evening with a glass of local beer and cocktail, and clients can have a chat. This tour is great for people who enjoy the beaches, eat every day in the touristic restaurants, and not really sure how to order typical Thai traditional food. The guides are well known in Samui, so they know the places, they know the night markets, and they can escort the people along. This is some of the sunset cocktail, some of the snacks that clients can try on the way, and some of the shops they can stop and take a look. Thank you for your attention. We believe that the local live tours in Thailand are great for repeaters and first-timers. They're suitable for everybody who is interested in local traditional day-to-day life and want to see something different than just the highlights like Grand Palace, Deutsche Tep, and the beaches. They're suitable for every age, and they're operated by our own guides with a maximum of 8 people. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact your salesperson.